Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday. Welcome to Let's Discuss. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Um, this week, I want to talk about downsizing, and it really is a follow up to Monday's video. And that's what I'm going to do with this session of videos. I'm just going to dive in deeper with the topic of the week, so to speak. So without further ado, and let's just get rocking and rolling. I'll read you a couple of the comments. I've got a question, and if you have any questions, well, just put them below, and I will gladly answer them. So the first one is just a statement, what I thought is very interesting, and it's a nice segue into what we're discussing here. And it says here, well, first of all, let me ask you, make sure that you got the ideas list on downsizing. I've put it below, and that's yours for the taking. But this comment says that it's been a long while on this journey. She's been on a long while on this journey to downsizing and to living a simpler life. And I go through discouraging times. So, and then the next statement is downsizing can be overwhelming. Absolutely, because there's so much involved with downsizing. It's the physical side of downsizing and it is the mental side of downsizing. And so you have to really, really be aware of that and be soft on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is not, as they say, it's so common. This is not a marathon. This is just, let's do this. Just take it slowly, take it slowly. I would suggest that you have sort of targets along the way. And I'm working on a video with that in mind, but just take it slowly and be kind to yourself. The next one here is very interesting, and this is very, very true, really on everything that we try and accomplish, I think. And the first thing is, what she says is, I need a shot of energy and perhaps also motivation. Hello, I get it. I've been at this a while and I just can't force myself to go through things anymore. I get that. I completely get that. I was in that situation when, as you know, I was a caregiver and then in this home. And then all of a sudden I had all this stuff that I really want. So I know it can be discouraging and it can be overwhelming. It's been several months, and she says, I do purge a few odd items over the course of a month. But she thought she would take a break and give herself some renewed energy. It says, life is much better with less. And when she agrees, life is much better with less. And my intention is to put the downsizing on hold. Absolutely perfect, perfectly fine. Because if you do this too quickly, you will stop. Guaranteed. It's just really like an exercise program. You know, you think, okay, I'm going to go out and do yoga and I'm going to get up early when it's dark outside and I'm going to go to one of these yoga clubs. I think they're called yoga clubs. I'm not sure. And I'm going to do yoga. And I'm just going to feel so great and I'm going to feel 20 years younger. And you do that for maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden something hurts and something doesn't feel right. And so you stop because you've done it too quickly. You need to do it very slowly. And the same thing applies with downsizing. You need to go about it very, very slowly because there's so much involved. So let's see, the next question is, oh, I love, it says smart thinking. Some people cannot get started or know how to start. So, and there's, oh, and she says, excuse me, some people cannot get started or know how to start. I started downsizing for several years and I got rid of so much, it's shocking. Get that completely. I haven't had many regrets except with one exception. So she's learned to be more careful when I think of the bigger picture. And that's so true. I got rid of this 1950-ish, my grandmother's handbag, and I've seen pictures of it. It was red. It was a handbag. I have no idea what I did with it or why I got rid of it. Because I love that handbag and it's red, and I love red. So just again, that all stems back to going slowly. Just take it slowly. Not Don't try to do it fast. It says here, here's another one, that she liked my when concept of, will you keep this item when you are going to have a festival and you have all these souvenir things and all these things that you hang on the trees to make it festive looking. Festive looking. That's a when item. When are you absolutely going to do that? When are you going to have a party to invite all these people? Or when are you going to wear that bikini that you got 20 years ago? Or when are you going to use those hair curlers when your hair is my color, my length, and you probably won't grow it out because, let's be realistic here, folks, I would have no need for hair rollers. And so why keep them? Those are when items, when something's going to happen. So best just to downsize them and get rid of them. Don't throw them away. That's not the point. Just pass them on to somebody who will use them. Recycling at its best. Here's a question that I just got. It says, what's the difference between downsizing or minimalism after age 50 compared to, say, late age 30 or 40? So, at age 50 and upwards, you have created and you have collected a lot of stuff. And with that stuff, it maybe they were gifts, and maybe they were passed on from relatives, heirlooms, or things that you've bought. And they all have memories behind them. So it's difficult to get rid of those memories. And you associate those memories with that item. But that's so not true. That's so in my mind wrong, because the memory doesn't go away. The memory stays in here. That old crystal vase that you don't like can go, but you'll still have that memory in your mind. So that's the difference. That's at age 50 and above. At age 30 and 40, and even younger, to downsize, well, you haven't learned all our nasty habits. And you hopefully will realize that all this stuff that's around us isn't that important. It will all go. And you'll also realize, hopefully, that it's a burden to carry all this stuff with you in your life. And that it's really, really so important just to surround yourself, as I always say, to surround yourself with the things that you love and ditch everything else. That is the key. Just to eliminate all the belongings that really serve no purpose. That was a very, very interesting question. It really made me think, and I hope that answers your question. And you know who you are. Let me see. So that's my thoughts on downsizing. Let me just have a quick read. Advice for those of us who have a lot of photographs. I got the answer to that, and I don't know where you are, TD, but if you go to Costco, or it could be, I think Asda in the UK also does this. You can take photographs, and I had photographs, but I also had slides. Do you remember slides? You can put those slides and those photographs on a CD. And that's what I did. I had, I don't know, maybe 500 or 600 slides. And we spent one Christmas holiday just going through them all and looking at them all. And then I pulled the slides out that I liked, put them in a box, found Costco does them, and had them put on the CD. I didn't even keep the CD. I downloaded the CD online to a cloud, and I can see those photographs online, print them out if I want. You can also take those photographs, the ones that really, really mean something to you, and put them in frames and display them. A collection of video, of pictures that bring back really good times. You can always display them on pictures. I know what I did. I took the photographs that I thought were of meaning to my sister, and I sent them to her. And then she created a coffee table book, like a picture book with all these photographs in it, like a photograph album, and that sits on her coffee table. So there's many different ways and things that you can do with photographs. You just have to start and go through them all and make it a nice experience to look through the photographs and the memories. And it could be a hobby. It can be very, very satisfying. Okay. Let's see, the next one is, I regret getting rid of a few clothing items that were classic pieces, still in fabulous condition that I could still use. Well, you learned the lesson. That's all I can say. There's nothing you can do about it. You just did it. And then again, I am creating something for you to use as a guide, but ask yourself this question, will I use it? And when will I use it? And I have found that my tastes over the years have changed. And so what I was attached to years ago doesn't interest me now, and vice versa. So there really is no cure for that, so to speak. It's just something that you have to accept and just deal with. And I hope that answers your question. That is me for today. I think I'll leave it a few more seconds. Anyone else have a question? And remember, below is that checklist, and I'm hoping that it will help you, just give you some ideas, some thought on how to downsize. I learned all of this because of my own experience, but also as a realtor, I've seen so much scary stuff. So along my journey, I've learned all this stuff that I'm presenting to you. And that is it. I wish everyone a good day. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm working on next week's video. I'm hoping that you will stick around and watch that next week. And then, but I wish everyone a good day. Let's stay well, let's stay safe, and let's say our prayers for Ukraine. Toodles, everyone. Bye.